Right. I need to explain myself, right? It has been maybe 9 months since I last played this, and I stopped due to the fact I couldn't play it anymore. So I am now returning to it, and I want to complete it. So I need to start a new game as my previous save data is now all lost. But I know what part I'm at. Is when you give Yuri the chocolate and you move on to the next day. That's what I remember, and that's what I'm going with. And you just need to skip to that whole point, and that's what I'm going to do. I know exactly where I am. Alright, here we go. Right, I need to do the poem. So what I was going with, I was sticking with Yuri, if I'm right. Okay, Melkine, philosophy, after image, imagination, starscape, incontinent, nightgown. No, okay, uncanny, misfortune, portrait, heartbeat. Okay, maybe not. Despise. There we go. Contamination. Yes. Infulgent, parfait, waterfall, determination, uncontrollable. There you go. All Yuri. Most of them anyway. Okay, moving on. You can go fuck yourself, Monica. I don't like you. Okay, and the bitch. Let's see. I don't like her. I really don't. I feel like she's off. Right, okay. Back to this. Secretive, incontinent, extraordinary, passion, heaven sent, universe, unending, unrequited. Oh. Okay, whirlwind, uncontrollable, tenacious, fantasy, determination, judgment, after image, contamination, milkany, uncanny. There you go. Moving on! Fuck you. Fuck this game. And fuck everything to do with it. Yeah, I don't think this is it. I don't think this is it yet. Aha! This is it. Alright. Back to the point I was at. Because I done the whole chocolate bit and then I went straight from here. So I ended it here. If you don't actually remember. But let me catch up on everything. I don't remember anything. But I do know that the whole thing, I've been watching it on YouTube, catching up to the point that I'm at through, I don't know, I just searched on Doki Doki. The first person I got was Markiplier. So I watched this playthrough and got to the point where I was at, which was there, or where I'm at right now. So time to move on and play this horrifying ass game by the looks of it. I don't know. I was told from everybody to play it, so I don't know what to me, it just looks like a dating game. I don't know what shit has to go on, but my friend Riley, Funky D-Regs, did you know, he's got 82 hours on this game, so it must be that good. I'm going to turn on that fan because it's warm. Right, so you might hear a little fan in the background, a little bit of wind. I'm sorry, but it's really warm. Mark, can you help me? You repair with the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course, why not? I don't have a point. Choice. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. You picks up teacups for 4. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. Alright. I want to say something else. If you guys want to read the poems, then you can gladly pause and read them, but I'll read them for myself. I just can't speak as much today because I'm trying not to ruin my throat, but it's kind of fucked. So if you guys want to read the poems, then on you go, pause it and read them. But I'll read through them quickly because I'm good at reading. Like shit like that. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to take off this though. I'm going to save, actually. I'm going to take off this. Right. Get the feeling there's something neither of us will have to courage up to bring up. Mate, I can't. Yuri, read my poem! Let's see what you've written for today. Yes, of course. Yours tells in a poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Mark, this might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. Ray wants to try and give her more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offered that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. This probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you sure? Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before? Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. You really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? Who doesn't respond to that? I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Alright, so as I said, you guys can pause and read it, because I'm not going to sit here and talk about it, because I'm just going to read it very quickly. And I'm going to just go through it. Raccoon, knife, curiosity, blah blah blah. You guys want to pause on you go, but you guys can read it. Alright. It's a lot more daring than the one yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think that's something different from people that can relate to it in their own way. I want to express the way it feels more to... I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more in my unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing? And because people will make fun of me? You don't have anything like that, Mark. Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a lot of something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Awesome! Go take a breath. Beautiful! Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be writing a little bit now. But I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Mark. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now it always feels like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. You smile sincerely at me. Oh, look at her face! It's so cute! For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, look at his background though. And I've also been told, yeah, I got told I need to browse the local files and keep it open at all times and keep going back to it every so often and see what's changed. Because apparently shit changes in this. And I don't know why, but it does. I don't know anything about it, but I've just been told that I need to keep the files open and just keep going back to it every so often. Alright. Siori! My best friend! Ooh, I like this one, Mark. There's some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean he's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like both of them. That's not very helpful, you know. I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want me to write? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try and keep that in mind. Oh, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes I like a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! That's the word. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give that rain cloud a little hug. Oh, she's so full of life. And make a nice happy rainbow. Oh, she's so full of life. It's so cute. It's so cute. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Am I getting better at expressing my feelings after all? Thanks, Mark. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Yeah, sure. Right. As I said, if you want to read it, pause it, because I'm not going to speak much. Because while this is happening, I can get settle my voice a little bit. So, do we want? Fuck me, this is a long one. If I put him out for the shelf. Alright. You guys read it? Okay, moving on. Holy crap. Sierra, did you write this? Of course I did. Did I tell you yes I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. Oh, Monica, of course Monica done it. I don't trust Monica. She's scary, man. I don't like her. I get a weird vibe off her, man. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. My phone is buzzing. Why? Why are you buzzing? Stop it! I'm trying to do things! Ooh. Ooh! It's a drink! Alright, sorry. Alright, moving on. I see that. Someone's kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly, but maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I like it writing till I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. So I always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Sure, that's what I do! Me, sorry, are one. We are one. We are conjoined. Conjoined. We are the same person. I get so obsessed with something, then I like move on from it like maybe a week later. Maybe two. I wonder if this was one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be able to be pessimistic. Alright, that's okay! That's okay, however, I don't fucking know. I liked your last one better. Really? Oh yeah, I could tell where you were a lot more daring with this one. Well, you're really not good enough for that yet. It felt flat. That may be true, but I want to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. Hearing people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Use head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that bullshit. Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. Guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, and my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's the phone. Maybe you'll learn something. Ah. Amy likes spiders, apparently. Alright, you guys want to pause it and read it? On you go. Right, okay. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that this was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I don't know how to explain it. What, the fact you don't like Amy? Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my... Oh, that doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares about what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone? Or it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn that respect others for liking weird things. Huh. That's funny. You wrote about the same something similar earlier. Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about these things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Looks like I struggle with finding words. I guess I'm not trying to be mean to her. If she feels insecure about how weird her behaviour is and stuff, I mean, I always just hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it sounds like she learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Do I need to read it though? Right, Monica, what have you got? What have you got for me, huh? What have you got? Hi again! How's the writing going? Alright, I guess I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright! This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic? That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed. Oh, I noticed that too, there you go. And when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on inside that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You misunderstood! Shh. You have nothing against me, Monica. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. What? Affectionate one anyway. Oh, right, okay, good. Monica kind of whispers the last part to me. It's just a hunch, but there's not really anything wrong with that. Well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Right! Oh, this one's kind of short. Well, if you guys want to read it on you go, we'll go through it. Mustafa. Why is this still going? Load me? What the fuck do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. It's kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's not hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. True. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself in a difficult situation. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Why are you breaking the fourth wall? Why you tell me save my game? Do you know it's a game? You never know when you might change your mind or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Well, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I don't trust her, man. I don't trust her. She's scary. I feel like she's got like a plan. Sorry, I'm vibing. I like the music. I used to hate it, but now I'm just like vibing away, yeah. Alright, okay everyone. We're all done reading the transforms, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone can come and sit in the front in the room. This is about a festival. Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah's been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought I heard about it already. We're going to be performing! Performing?! Monica? We're going to be... yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Nice! Sori's putting it on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sori, who's been colouring the poster, holds it up for us. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I just didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Nisuke. I can never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Like this. She's like, sitting like this. Like, she's sitting like this half the time. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Nisuke and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. That's true, I think. Is it true? I don't fucking know. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked it, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only people responsible for the fate of this club. Yes, I'm pretty sure you're responsible though! If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. You're so full of life! That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Oh, they went silent. Sori looks worried. Oh, so she does. She's pissed. She's shy. She's worried. She's just like, hi. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Nisuke doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew! Thanks, Nisuke. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around the room at everyone else's expecting faces. I guess I don't have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, yeah, probably. But the way this is fucking going, yeah, probably. Because she's a bit controlling. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way, Monica. It's all too sudden. If you can't recite your poem in front of a club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help her and feel that more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specified poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The way they fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Shiori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next? I'll go next. What? Why you? Did you not just say you don't want to do this? Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Okay. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... You can do it. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Ooh! That sounds good. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. Sounds like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's not to be save this situation. Woo! I'm the first one to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Yuri hops out. Okay, she goes at the poem. My medal. Why are you laughing? Stop it! It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? I try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Shiori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Shiori is. It's serene and bittersweet. So sad and happy at the same time. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think of it much. But hearing it come through Shiori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Shiori meant when she says she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Shiori finishes and we applaud. Woo! Good job. Even Mark liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Shiori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it may be that the other poems wouldn't work quite well as with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, impressing, that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. It's okay? Don't make me go before Mark. It's not like I can compare it to you guys anyway. Might as well let Mark lower everyone's standards a little before I might have to do it. You know what? It's okay. Fuck you! You're so mean to me. Fuck you! That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read anyway. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. See, I would never do this! This is freaky. I don't like this. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright, that just leaves you in this, okay? Yeah, I'm going. Right, okay. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Nuseki takes a breath. I need to take a breath. There's a lot of reading in this game. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears for a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Nusuke's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Nusuke finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of the other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. True! But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, you, Nusuke. I was about to say Yuri. I think it would be the other way around for me. That's just how it is, so I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I think you all have an idea of what it's like now. Shit, that was a burp. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine. I guess it doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort into the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, I don't trust you. Alright. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, and let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day! I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. For the sake of the club! For the sake of Scotland! I'm joking. And impressive Monica. No, I'll have to do my best. There you go. Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal of it. It must be a lot nice, though. Well, I don't know how to respond to that. It's okay, Mark. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. What? No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question's that? You kind of put me on the spot here. I mean, I was walking with Yuri because she's kind of quiet. Seems like she's not got much friends. She's anxiety and shit. So I would say Yuri, try to build up that confidence. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I don't know. I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialise, it would be awful turning her down. Like I just said. I think she's so beautiful and smart. That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted that? Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you need me anymore, you know. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so, the conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it's kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I just can't lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the fest was only a few days away. Who knows what happened at that time? Then I writing a poem. Ah! Why? Right, fine. Right, I'll do it. Hold on, I can do this. I can do this. Okay, they were all Yuris. Right. How long have I been doing this for? Alright, 28 minutes. Right. I think it's time to end it. I need to give my throat a rest. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. I need to save. I'll be returning back to this because I need to finish it and see what everyone's all talking about this game. So, hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. I'm finally returning back to it and I really don't want to, but I have to. I can't leave it unfinished like most of the series is on my channel. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to hit the links in the description and they're all free except for my merch. Go buy my merch and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!